Alright, everyone. Welcome to the Oklahoma Sooner Preview Show for men's basketball. I know this is a little early, but with the home game against Louisiana Tech coming up on Big Monday, and then with me leaving on Tuesday to go to the Sugar Bowl, I kind of had to put these things together because I still had to pack and do everything before work and everything. So I had to put this video up a little early. So again, I do apologize for that. But next week, there are 2 games for the Oklahoma Sooners. Louisiana Tech will be in Norman, as I said, Monday, before a lot of people leave on Tuesday for New Orleans. And when they get back, they'll also have a game to watch, as the Red River rivalry, the Red River Shootout, whatever you call it, hits the hard court against Texas in the Frank Erwin Center in Austin. First of all, Louisiana Tech at Oklahoma. The Louisiana Tech-Oklahoma matchup, they are the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs of 2012, last season would have been, went 20-7, losing to Southern Miss in the second round of the NIT, the 2013 NIT tournament, 63-52 in Mississippi. Michael White is in his 3rd year at Louisiana Tech. All of his coaching stops, all of them have been at Tech. And in the 2 full seasons, he has 45 wins and 23 losses, with a winning percentage of .662. The leading returners for Louisiana Tech, number 3, Raheem Appleby averaged 14.88 points per ball game last year for the Bulldogs, while averaging 1.24 assists per ball game and 2.68 rebounds per ball game last year for the Bulldogs. The other returning leading scorer for the Bulldogs, well, number 15, Cordarius Johnson. Cordarius averaged 7.94 points per ball game last year for the Dogs, while averaging 0.53 assists per ball game and 3.09 rebounds per ball game last year for the Bulldogs. The Oklahoma Sooners of 2012 lost in the NCAA second round, 70-55 to San Diego State. Lon Kruger is their head coach in his 3rd year at Oklahoma. His overall winning percentage, .514 and .331, with a winning percentage of 0.608. But he is not, unlike Michael White, though, he has not just been in Oklahoma. From 83 to 86, he was at Texas Pan American before returning to Kansas State from 86 to 90. After that, he went to the University of Florida, the Gators. Stayed there from 90 to 96 before leaving for Illinois from 96 to 2000. Then left for the NBA for 2 stints, where he was an assistant for the Atlanta Hawks from 2000 to 2003, and for the New York Knicks from 03 to 04. After leaving the Knicks, he accepted a job at UNLV, the Rebels, from 2004 to 2010. And then from 2010 to present, he's been at the University of Oklahoma. The leading scorers for Oklahoma, number 24, Buddy Hield, changed his number from last year, but not his play. He's played pretty strong, even this year. But last year, he averaged 7.82 points per ball game last year for the Sooners, while averaging 1.85 assists per ball game and 4.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. And number 21, Cameron Clark. He averaged 6.47 points per ball game last year, while averaging 0.45 assists per ball game and 3.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. Off of the bench. After that game, they're going to be off for a while. Sooner fans will watch the Sugar Bowl, be able to enjoy that. Get back in the comforts of Oklahoma. And then Texas. The Frank Irwin Center will host the Sooners. Last year, the Longhorns of 2012 went 16 for 18. 2 games under 500. They lost in the first round of the College Basketball Invitational Tournament. 81-73 to the University of Houston. Rick Barnes is in his 16th year at UT. He has 26 years of coaching experience. The other 10 years, he coached at George Mason in 1987 before leaving for Providence from 88 to 94, before leaving for Clemson from 94 to 98, and of course, then leaving for Texas from 98 to present. In 26 years, Rick Barnes has 560 wins to 289 losses with a winning percentage of 0.660. This was really hard to come by as far as returning scorers are concerned, because a lot of their scoring left. A majority of it did. Rick Barnes cleaned house, as you would say. This is one of the guys that I have a massive respect for. The only thing I don't like about Rick Barnes is he coaches at Texas. I like Rick Barnes. I think he's a fascinating coach. I think he's a good coach. And obviously he has good moral standings doing what he did, cleaning house off of a team that lost just 2 games under 500. But as far as the returners are concerned, number 3, Javon Felix. And number 10, Jonathan Holmes. Last year, number 3, Javon Felix averaged 6.79 points per ball game last year for the Horns, while averaging 4.09 assists per ball game and 2.56 rebounds per ball game last year for the Longhorns. And number 10, Jonathan Holmes. Holmes last year averaged 6.41 assists per ball game last year, while averaging 0.41 assists per ball game and 5.55 rebounds per ball game last year for the Horns. The Sooners of Oklahoma are the other half of the Red River rivalry. The Sooners of 2012 went 20-12, losing in the second round of the NCAAs by 15, 70-55 to San Diego State. Lon Kruger is in his 3rd year with the Sooners. He's their head coach. Lon's overall winning percentage is set at 6.08, with career wins and losses set at 514 wins to 331 losses. Vaughn has also been the head coach at Texas Pan American. He was there from 83 to 86. Kansas State, he was there from 86 to 90 before leaving for Florida from 90 to 96. Before leaving for Illinois from 96 to 2000. After Illinois, he left for the NBA for a few years, including an assistant coach as at the Atlanta Hawks from 2000 to 2003, and an assistant for the New York Knickerbockers from 03 to 04. Then from 04 to 010, he returned to college, coaching at UNLV, and then from 2010 to present has been coaching at the University of Oklahoma. The leading returning scorers for the Sooners, number 24, Buddy Hield, and number 21, Cameron Clark. First of all, 24 Buddy Hield averaged 7.82 points per ball game last year for the Sooners, while averaging 1.85 assists per ball game and 4.19 rebounds per ball game last year for our Sooners. On the other side, number 21, Cameron Clark. He averaged 6.47 points per ball game last year, while averaging 0.45 assists per ball game and 3.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. All right, everyone. Remember to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. My Twitter account is @SoonerFanOK, or you can follow me on Twitter or on Facebook. Harry James Taylor. Find me on Facebook. All right, everyone, enjoy the Sugar Bowl, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everyone. Talk to y'all later. Peace.